Greetings, I am Veronica Sekar, and today I will present my research result with the title Choice Decision in Planning Music Festivals in Indonesia during COVID-19. Entertainment takes part and plays an important role in everyone's daily life. Before the pandemic, it was normal for people to visit cinema, go for a vacation or concerts. But due to the pandemic, all of those activities have been limited due to the government restrictions in order to prevent the spread of the virus. Entertainment industry is included as one of the 8 areas of life for the industry, since consumer behavior has changed due to COVID-19 pandemic. One of the entertainment sub-industry in Indonesia that is most affected by the pandemic is the music industry, with a loss of more than 400 trillion. It is because the business of live music performances, which are mostly held offline, play a huge role. It encompasses activities that might support industry's revenue, and moreover, according to CF with Life, organizers will prefer to hold music festivals because it can provide a lot of choices of musicians with different target audience at one place. On September 2021, the Minister of Communication and Information, Johnny G. Blake, announced that offline big events such as parties and music concerts will be allowed to be held. It is an action to start restoring the national economic condition. And however, based on the quick survey conducted by the Health, more than 60% of the audience said that they will disagree with this regulation. Through a preliminary survey with 57 respondents, the author validated the statement. From the result, it is found that music festival consumers have the desire to attend music festivals again by 50%, but more than 55% of them are still concerned about the risk that might happen. However, the economic effects of music festivals are long-lasting, and of course, it needs a lot of basic improvements. It needs good maintaining, the overall quality consistency. If the music festivals is well organized, its sector will be leading in the independent sector. Based on preliminary research, the author also looked for the most visited festivals to be chosen as the representatives of music festivals in Indonesia. Those are Java Jazz Festival, Indo Fest, and Connect Fest. These 3 events have different concepts and specialties. The author identified the problem statement. The consumers still have not been encouraged to attend music festivals again during the pandemic because of the risk they might face. However, only improvements in terms of pandemic are not enough to attract potential customers. The economic effects of music festivals will not happen instantly. The industry needs to pay attention to the quality of overall aspects and the maintenance as well. Moreover, the industry needs adjustment and consistency to help the industry still able to sustain or be relevant and gaining lasting economic benefits. In order to answer the problem statement, the author established the research questions, which are what driving factors encourage music festival enthusiasts to attend music festivals, what factors significantly affect, and what should the music festival stakeholders do to keep gaining visitors during the pandemic. After comparing journals and articles, the conceptual framework was constructed based on factors that influence consumers' decision in planning music festivals. There are 9 total hypotheses, which comprise international and local arts lineup, stage performance, non-musical instructions, ambience, and GISA certification are the explanatory variables. Meanwhile, escapism and social interaction are the latent variables. In exploratory research, the author conducted one-on-one interviews with the organizer and also conducted an online survey that asked them to find the most considerable factors. The result can help the author to determine the most important factors to be researched. Next is data processing. From the interview online survey, the author got the 7 considerable attributes per respondents. Lastly is the remaining factors. There are no additional and eliminated factors in this stage. In confirmatory research, the first step is to get scores in order to get more detailed information about attributes. This information is to construct the scenarios through engine software. From engine software, the author got 32 scenarios. Second step is final survey. It will be distributed to a minimum of 200 respondents. The result will be analyzed with principal component analysis, human cluster analysis, descriptive statistic, and multinomial logic regression. Moving on to the results and findings, the author collected data from 235 respondents Majority of respondents are Generation Z, who may have monthly income between 2.5 million to 5 million, and students. First analysis is principal component analysis. From the factor analysis, there are two factors gained from the latent variable. The first factor is called exploration and non-group socialization. These factors describe music festival enthusiasts who like to discover something new and also enjoy spending time with someone they're pleased with. Second factor is called group togetherness. It represents music festival visitors who are attending music festivals because they love to be in the crowds and enjoy building relationships with someone new. Meanwhile, escape is not included in further research because it did not meet the minimum value. From factor analysis, therefore got two factors. Factors then will be further analyzed with k-means cluster analysis. It aims to group similar respondents into group called clusters. Based on the result, both of clusters are dominated by the group togetherness factor. Therefore, we have named each cluster as exploration and non-group togetherness for cluster 1 and group togetherness for cluster 2. Furthermore, through the descriptive statistics using cross-tabulation, the profile of each cluster is classified. It turns out that both clusters are similar because they have the same most selected alternative, which is the Jazz Festival. Next is multinomial Logit model with the Pipang by Jim. There are more than 2,000 scenarios that will be analyzed. First step of this analysis, the author started with analyzing alternative specific constant. The author set Java Jazz as the base destination alternative since it's the most visited music festival. And based on the T-Fest score, synchronized fest, and choose to not attend are determined as negative significant. It means that the respondents will prefer to choose Java Jazz rather than synchronized fest or choose to not attend at all. The author also analyzed influencing attributes in choosing the alternatives. For the Java Jazz Festival, ambience show the negative significance. It means that the more elegant and classy ambience is provided, then the respondents are less likely to choose Java Jazz Festival. Moreover, it is shown that the ticket price attribute has the significant value. It means that the more expensive the ticket price, then the respondents are less likely to choose Budapest. Meanwhile, there's non-significant attribute in synchronized fest. The other analyzed with socio-demographic profiles significantly influence respondents' choice decision. The other set Java Jazz Festival as the base destination. For Budapest and synchronized fest, H has significant negative value. The generation X and Budapest and synchronized fest have negative value. Moreover, generation Y and synchronized fest also have negative value. It means that the older the music festival visitors, they will prefer to attend Java Jazz. Based on gender, the significant value only shown in synchronized fest. If female respondents show significant negative value, it means that female music festival visitors are less likely to attend synchronized fest rather than Java Jazz. The occupation category results show different results. For Budapest, employees presented negative significant value, meanwhile for synchronized students presented negative significant values. The other concluded that employees are more likely to attend Java Jazz rather than Budapest, meanwhile respondents who are students are more likely to attend Java Jazz rather than synchronized. Based on monthly income, Budapest, the income under 1 million and the income between 1 million to 2.5 million are showing negative significant value. It means that those with less monthly income are less likely to attend Budapest compared to Java Jazz. Meanwhile, for synchronized, the income above 50 million showed negative significant value. It means that the higher the monthly income, they are less likely to attend synchronized compared to Java Jazz. The author also analyzes the influence of behavior factors influencing the choice decision. This analysis based on the factors that the authors has classified through factor analysis. Java Jazz Festival is also chosen as the base destination alternative in this analysis. Unfortunately, based on the findings, it is shown that none of the factors analyzed have significant influence toward choice decision. According to exploratory research, the driving factors determined are ticket price, line-up, stage performance, non-musical attractions, ambience, and CISA certification. Moreover, respondents also say location as driving factor. However, the author decided to not include the location since the 3 music festivals were held at the same venue. Java Jazz Festival is the most chosen alternative compared to the other alternatives. Observable variable that has negative influence is ambience. The more Java Jazz design the ambience to be elegant, pleasant, calming, the less likely music festival enthusiasts choose to attend Java Jazz. More specifically, according to the result of data analysis, Java Jazz is preferable for generations who are older. Students and employees also tend to like Java Jazz more compared to other music festivals. Lastly, people who prefer to attend Java Jazz are the ones who have relatively higher monthly income, which is above 2.5 million. Ticket price is a variable that has significant negative influence towards the fest. Based on the data analysis result, the more expensive the ticket was offered, then the less likely music festival enthusiasts would prefer to attend with the fest. Moreover, the segmentation for with the fest are the younger audience and less preferable for employees. However, people who prefer to choose with the fest are the people who have higher monthly income. Thus, the less amount of monthly income, the less likely they choose to attend with the fest. Regarding the observable variables, none of them are significantly influence choice decisions. However, synchronized fest is preferable for the audience of the younger generation. Moreover, the audience who choose synchronized fest are mostly men and have monthly income less than 15 million. It's because the higher monthly income, the less likely to choose to attend synchronized fest. Based on the findings, the author gave a recommendation for each alternative. Java Jazz Festival is the most chosen. Therefore, there is no need for too much improvement. However, one thing that still needs to be developed is the ambience. Based on the findings, the more Java Jazz Festival designed the ambience to be elegant, pleasant, calming, the less likely music festival enthusiasts choose to attend Java Jazz. It means that music festival enthusiasts nowadays are more into festive ambience with more decoration. For example, Java Jazz can improve the decoration that is good for taking pictures. In order to approach or attract the main target, the author suggests Java Jazz to understand what other audience with monthly income higher than 2.5 million. For example, by providing more versions for artist lineup that is preferable for older audience. However, in order to attract a market with income under 2.5 million, Java Jazz Festival also can do it by providing an option to buy monthly tickets. Meanwhile, for Beauty Fest, the more expensive the ticket price is offered, the less likely music festivals enthusiasts choose the event. Therefore, Beauty Fest should make sure that the ticket price is reasonable, especially if the main audience are the younger generation. Good strategy in inviting artists who are trending is already a right move. However, authors suggest that WeTheFest should invite artists who have loyal fans in Indonesia, so that WeTheFest can reach the audience who has a higher willingness to pay. Synchronized Fest target are the younger generations, main audience and has monthly income under 15 million. The author suggests that Synchronized Fest should consider reaching the older audience. Even though Synchronized has already invited artists across generations, the findings show that this event is preferable only for Gen Z. Therefore, Synchronized should provide not only the artists but also more comfortable venue for the older audience. Moreover, Synchronized Fest should also reconsider inviting international artists, since other music festivals have already done this. By implementing this suggestion, Synchronized will also be able to reach an audience who has higher monthly income. Moreover, based on the findings, music festivals enthusiasts no longer have concern to attend music festivals again, maybe because the amount of people who have been vaccinated is increasing and the effective use of limiting. However, the author suggests that music festivals should still publish their test area certification, even though it is not a significant factor. It can also be a reminder that the virus is still around. The government should still facilitate big-scale events such as music festivals with the surplus COVID-19 and health facilities. During the process, this research faced some shortcomings. Those are when the authors felt that it was hard to balance the number of respondents from each generation, not too many notable differences between the attributes that can be found. The respondents are only music enthusiasts who mostly did not have physical experience, lack of journals about music festivals in Indonesia. Therefore, for future study, the authors recommend to balance the number of respondents in each generation to make it less biased. At more notable differences, find respondents have already visited, and at more allowing for the variables to allow unwise choice decision based on clusters more accurately. That is all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.